Hey guys, so the King of Fighters All-Star Samurai Shodown collab is finally here. I've been really looking forward to this. So we're going to go over all the characters, what their moves are, their skills, and see if they're worth going for, worth spending your rubies on, and we're going to talk about how good they are compared to a lot of other characters that are out. So let's get into it. By the way, this is like one of the sickest title screens I've ever seen in my life. Alright, so the first character we're going to go over is Ukyo here. You can get him for free just by doing the event that's out right now. You won't get shards for him specifically, but you'll get these like Samurai Shodown souls that you'll use to unlock him. And you'll also be able to unlock his special skill with that. So it's pretty cool because he's a really cool character. So we're going to take a look at his leader skill first. It increases yellow element fighters' attack by 25% and HP by 25%. That's fine. It's whatever. It's not anything groundbreaking here. Take a look at some of his notable cores. His strike skill, he gets 12% increased damage on that, so that's really good. Next one increases active skill damage by 15% when HP is 50% or more. That is good. It is kind of a bummer you lose it when you're below 50% health, but I like that more than, let's say if it said increase active skill damage by 50% when your HP is 50% or less. I hate those because I don't want to get strong when I'm losing. I want to start strong, and that way you can end it quickly if you needed to, or it's just better. Next one, gains super armor for 5 seconds and recovers 15% of HP immediately when attacked with 50% or less HP, and that's a 1-minute cooldown. So let's say you get hit real hard and you're dropped below 50% health. This will gain you super armor so you can get back on your feet, retaliate, and it recovers a chunk of health. That way you can hopefully get your active skill damage increase back. So those are pretty good together. Gonna take a look at the skills. First one, gain super armor. Enough said. That's amazing. Next one, increases attack by 26% for 7 seconds. Again, that's amazing skill. Next one, increases skill damage by 20% during 10 or more combos. That is good. It's easy to do a lot of combos in this game. These type of skills generally aren't my favorite. Increasing your damage once you've hit a certain amount of combos. I'd rather just, again, start with a bunch of damage like a lot of other characters can. But hey, his other skills are really good. They're not the strongest version of these type of skills I've ever seen or we've ever seen, but that doesn't make them not good. They're still great. His striker skill is crazy. Active team members gain super armor for 5 seconds and recover 12% HP. Just thought I'd point that out because if you go for a full Samurai Shodown team, you may want to put him as a striker. Alright, here he is. Looking hecka cool. We're going to see what all of his cool moves look like. Ooh, that's a cool one. That's the one that gains super armor. You saw that. This is the next one. Gain attack. That's so gangster with the apple and everything. I want to see that again. Oh man, this is so sick. And the apple drops. Good touch. Everything this guy does looks cool. Even his auto attacks, whenever you get him, his auto attacks look sick. He does this like sweeping roll sword leg sweep. It's freaking awesome. Okay, so anyways, here's the finisher. It's like the first move, but over and over again. Alright, so here is the special that we're gonna get. Ooh. Ooh, classic. Alright, here's the next character. I'm gonna attempt to say this name. You know how good I am at pronouncing Japanese names, so this should be a piece of cake. Well, clearly, this is Shiro Takashada Amakusa. Nailed it. I'm just calling him Shiro, even though I think you're supposed to call him Amakusa. I'll call him Amakusa, whatever. Anyways, we're going to take a look at his leader skill. So his leader skill increases Samurai Shodown fighters' attack by 20%, increases crit rate by 9%, and crit damage by 50%. That is a decent leader skill. The trifecta of damage plus crit chance plus crit damage, that's always pretty dang good. Now, I don't think it's quite as good as just straight up just a bunch of attack in this game, really. But I still think it's a pretty decent leader skill, especially if you get a bunch of crit chance on him. Alright, so notable cores here. Just straight up reflects 5% damage taken. Just straight up. That's pretty cool. Next one, deals burn damage equal to 20% of attack when attacking a burned enemy, and an additional burn damage equal to 20% of attack upon landing a crit. Woo! So, like I was saying with his leader skill, you want to build up crit like crazy for this. You're going to do so much burn damage. And he's got things that like increases crit hit by 24%, power charge rate. He's got some pretty decent cores here. Alright, here's his skills. So you can see the first one's blast skill. Deals damage and deals burn damage equal to 20% of attack every 1 second for 7 seconds upon landing the skill. That's a lot of burn damage. Next one, deals damage, grants super armor for 3 seconds when landing a skill. That is really good. Next one, reflects 8% damage taken for 5 seconds. That is decent. I'd rather do something a little bit different, but because I don't want to get hit. But in all reality is you are going to get hit. So if you are going to get hit, you might as well reflect 8% of the damage taken for 5 seconds. So decent skill. His striker is active team members gain super armor for 5 seconds and recover 5% HP, same as the previous. Now, unfortunately, I can't show you his skills here. I don't have them unlocked, but this is going to be a character that you can unlock doing the event, the Samurai Shodown event. So this is definitely going to be a character you want to go for. So you might as well, he's a free character. And plus, he's pretty dang good. Alright, so here's the first Samurai Shodown banner. This is Volume 1. This is gonna have Haohmaru and Rimururu. Volume 2 is gonna come out a little later. That's gonna have 2 other characters. I will briefly talk about them in this video just so you know if you want to save up rubies for them, but I will cover them fully whenever they come out. Alright, here's Haohmaru here. He increases Samurai Shodown's fighters' attack by 55%. That is really good. If you want to make a Samurai Shodown team, this is gonna be the leader for you. Obviously, you can tell that's like identical to Kazuya's leader skill for Tekken, so he's gonna be your Samurai Shodown equivalent. So here's his cores. First one I want to note that he gets a 30% bleed attack damage increase. Woof, that's a lot. And it's gonna get better from there, as you'll see. So the next one decreases the target's attack by 16% for 6 seconds when attacking a bleeding enemy, and he's got bleeds, so a chance to stun the target for 2 seconds. And as you can see, the levels go up and up and up. So the cooldown's 10 seconds on that, which is pretty dang low. Next one decreases 70% of crit damage received, deals bleed damage equal to 30% of attack to the target every 1 second for 5 seconds upon landing a crit. So, want to stack crit on him too? You want to stack crit basically everybody, but sometimes it affects people better than others. And he also has a 6% strike skill attack damage increase. Take a look at his skills here. First one deals a pretty large amount of damage actually, and increases attack by 28% for 5 seconds. Gains hyper armor, which is super armor and damage immunity. That's a freaking amazing skill. So his next skill deals damage and has a PvP exclusive effect on it. Target cannot activate buffs from active skills for 3 seconds upon landing a skill. That's actually kind of crazy. He's one of the few people that can do that. Next skill does damage and applies bloodshed to a target for 6 seconds upon a successful attack. Bloodshed is where you deals bleed damage equal to 30% of attack every 1 second and decreases HP recovery by 80%. So that's a pretty hefty move there. And his striker skill, he deals a chunk of bleed damage, but you're not really going to want to use him as a striker. You're going to want to use him as the leader or putting him on some kind of, attack team, red team, something like that. Check out his skills here. This is the first one that just does like whole bunch of stuff, like his best skill. Classic move there. It's really strong. Here's his next one. That's a good one too. That's going to be the one that does like the anti-PvP ability move one. So here's the last one, does all your bleeds. Oof, it's like his heavy attack in the game, right? The one that just does like half their health. Bleh. Here's his first finisher. Cool. And this next one is going to be the one that you need his special card for. Cool. Man, you tore that dude up. Alright, here's the next character, Rimururu. Her leader's skill increases purple element fighter's attack by 30% and crit rate by 9%. That's pretty good. Crit and attack, that is pretty decent. Some notable cores here. Interesting, she gets a 12% damage decrease from attack type opponents. That's kind of interesting. That's a pretty decent amount, but that's not like the most amazing skill ever. She increases damage by 18% on crit hits. That's good. Next one increases active skill damage dealt to frozen or chilled enemies by 40%. That's a lot. Next one decreases the base cooldown of all active skills by 0.7 seconds. So reducing the cooldown of your active skills is like one of the stronger things in the game because your active skills are so buff. So that's a good one. Also, she gets a small buff to her blast skill attacks. So her first move, which is a blast skill, deals chill damage equal to 30% of the attack to the target every 1 second, 7 seconds upon landing a skill. That is really good. Next one, deals damage, gains super armor for 3 seconds. That's another good one. Anytime you see the word gain super armor, that's a good skill. You could just move on. Next one, freeze the enemy for 1.6 seconds. Freezing an enemy is also incredible. Lets you set up for more things after that. Her striker skill, she freezes an enemy, but what do they look like? Alright, here she is with a little floating ice crystal thingy, which is really cool. I always thought her design was neat. Alright, so here's her first skill. That is so freaking cool. Okay, that's the one that deals the chill damage over time. This is the next one. Ooh, that's pretty slick. She freezes their feet on the ground and then, like, blasts them. Very cool. I think this is super armor one. Next one is the freeze one. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay, so here's the finisher. Yeah, that'll kill him. Just drop an iceberg on him. There you go. Here's the next one. Ooh. Dang, she just keeps going. That was really cool, especially freezing him in the air at the end. Very Sub-Zero-y. So those are all the characters that are currently out. There's only 2 characters I haven't covered, and that's Charlotte and Ginjiro. Those are pretty decent characters. I'm going to go over them whenever they come out. But how good are all these Samurai Shodown characters? They're all pretty decent as far as all the characters that are out, and even all the characters that are out in Japan and Korea. Just so you know, Ginjiro, I think, is the best one. All of his skills are pretty nuts. Haohmaru's really good too. He's like probably the 4th best red unit in the game. He's like right under Nest Kyo. His bleed is really strong, and he has hyper armor, so that's just really good. The next best character is Amakusa. He's probably top 5 green units. So if you're wanting to make a Samurai Shodown team, you want Haohmaru as your leader, you want Ginjiro, and then you'd want Amakusa as like your 3rd, and you can have the rest as strikers. Like I said, all these characters are decent, but they're not the best. Like most of these characters, let's say, are even a little bit worse than some of the Orochi trio team. I'm not sure exactly how good Rimururu is. Her skills are solid, so if you got her, you would be happy using her with all of her freezes and stuff. It's hard to tell because Purple has such stiff competition. It has so many good units that it's hard to compare her versus all the other ones. But I think she's pretty dang good. Same type of deal with Ukyo here. He's a yellow unit, so when you're looking at a big list of these yellow units, on a lot of the tier lists, you're going to see a lot of characters higher than him. That doesn't mean he's not a bad character, it's just there's some stiff competition in the yellow unit side. I do think he probably deserves to be a little bit higher than I've seen in a lot of tier lists. But he is pretty dang buff. So you definitely, of course, want to get this free unit. Of course, you want to get all the free Samurai Shodown units because they're strong. So you might as well get them. But are they worth spending your rubies on? If you're a free-to-play player, I would suggest probably just going for the stronger characters that come out. These aren't going to be the strongest characters, and there's going to be more characters that are going to come out that are just going to outpower them a little bit. So I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm saying they're just not the strongest characters ever. Like, the Tekken characters were stronger than these characters, for the most part. I think there's a few of the Samurai Shodown characters that are stronger than some of the Tekken characters, of course, but just like in general, that's how I feel about it. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me. Let me know if you have any questions about the Samurai Shodown characters. What do you think about the characters? How good are they? Am I totally wrong? Am I totally off base? Are they a lot better than I say they are? It's very possible. I actually really like basically all of them, personally, and I love Samurai Shodown, so I'm really excited for this event. And I'm probably going to do a summoning video a little bit later, but we'll see. I want to thank you guys for watching. I cover King of Fighters All-Stars all the time. I cover all the events, all the characters. I do a lot of summoning videos. I cover other mobile games, and sometimes I play co-op games with my wife. And I have a lot of other plans in the future, so if any of that sounds interesting to you, please consider commenting, and subscribing. I really appreciate it. It helps me grow, and I'm really trying to push this YouTube channel a little further because I'm just having a lot of fun creating content and having a community with you guys, and I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. I wish you guys luck in your Samurai Shodown summoning adventures. Thanks again for watching, and you have a blessed day, y'all.